All right then. So let's go with WWE Raw. Let's start with Raw. I got this is Raw from May 13th, this past Monday. So actually, I'll preface this by saying that I actually thought this was the best show of the week out of the three major wrestling shows, Raw, Smackdown, and Dynamite. I think Raw was technically the best one. So we'll go
Really?
through it. Yeah, I mean, look. So the show starts out. They've got Gunther and Kofi Kingston heading to the ring from the parking lot. I like when they do this. You know, this King of the Ring tournament, the way they've been covering it, I have been very impressed because they're treating it very like it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
See, the beginning of the show, it's like you could see them come into the ring. They're ready to go. Look, who else is this? Uso, Jey Uso, and Ilya Dragunov. They're in another King of the Ring match. So I like this. I like that they, you know, kind of set it up with some importance. They give it some importance. Oh, here's Drew McIntyre coming to the ring. So this is a continuation of the storyline that we've liked the past few weeks with CM Punk.
Yeah. No, I just want to say about that thing. I don't really like it. I think it's a little ridiculous. It's like they're trying to play like it's like, you know, like they would if it was like an NBA game or something or some sort of sporting event, which is fine. But I don't know. It just seems a little weird to do that every week. It's fine to do it like on some special occasions, but to have them like come into the arena, like, do we really need to see Kofi Kingston come into the arena?
Aren't we always complaining that there isn't enough realism in our wrestling? That if there was a real match to be had, these people would be walking to the ring serious, focused.
Okay, sure. Okay, fine. But then you're telling me it's realistic that Drew McIntyre just comes in without any type of thing and just storms right to the ring to have his promo to start the show? No, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, I see what you're saying, and I understand the feel of what they're going for. I just don't particularly find it quite believable. I don't like it. I think there's a reason that it was never done before, just because it doesn't seem, to me, it doesn't work for wrestling. I think on some special occasions it's fine, pay-per-views or premium live events, whatever. Well,
they don't do it for every match. They've been doing it for this King of the Ring tournament. So they've
been doing it for every show. Every Smackdown or Raw.
Oh, that's true. Even on NXT, they show people coming up and
I don't even
showing
watch
up at the parking lot. But okay, but look, in this one, this episode's a little different because not only they show them at the parking lot coming in, but they interview them before the match. You know, they're like, how are you feeling going into it? You know, they're making it feel important. But we'll get to that. Anyways. We stopped at where Drew McIntyre was walking to the ring. And you're saying it's not realistic that he could just walk to the ring and start talking. Well, I think that's what WWE Raw is because it's so long. It's 3 hours. If you have enough cachet and the business and importance in WWE, you can just walk to the ring and talk. Why not? There's 3 freaking hours. They're going to make time for Drew McIntyre. Yeah, he feels he has enough clout to just fucking walk to the ring and start fucking talking. And this is another one of them long camera shots that people have been impressed with lately. But he does get all the way to the ring eventually.
Yeah.
And start talking obviously about CM Punk and how CM Punk called him out last week, but he had already left, so he didn't come back. I thought maybe he would come back last week, but he didn't come back, so now he's responding to that. They keep missing each other. Right?
Yeah, that's what he mentioned.
Yes. Let's see if I bookmarked anything of importance that I thought Drew McIntyre said.
The number one thing on my priority list is the World Heavyweight Championship and that paper champion, Damian Priest.
I remember now, yes.
I've been watching you backstage, Priest, walking around, you're the big man with your bootleg bloodline.
Well, this is interesting because, yeah, he did lose the title, but he has been hung up on CM Punk. So this is kind of finally where he's going back to the fact that he wants his world title back against
I kind of like
Priest.
Yeah, I kind of like it because it's like he has a beef with Punk, obviously that's his main feud, but he's also continuously hates Jey Uso, and now something is obviously brewing with Damian Priest, who's the champion, the title that he wants, that he lost, that he had for like 5 minutes and then lost, right? So I think this is good booking. This is all good stuff all good things for Drew.
Yeah, it's not bad, but Drew is obviously going to get screwed out of this match by CM Punk. The conclusion of this match is foregone. There's no way Drew's going to win the title back here.
I agree. They want
going to just lead to...
Yeah.
This is just leading to Drew versus Punk, which is honestly, I think, going to go down as one of the greatest feuds in wrestling history when it's all said and done, but we'll see.
We'll see. It's been good so far, but we'll see. It's been great so far, actually, I would say that.
So something Damien said that I thought was really funny.
Let's talk about WrestleMania, Drew.
Let's talk about WrestleMania.
You achieved your goal. All you had to do was leave. All you had to do was grab your wife's hand and go enjoy your moment. And then what happened? Te hiciste un pedazo de mierda.
You did a piece of shit, is what he said.
Oh, does that mean like he shit the bed type of thing? Is that what he kind of means?
I guess so. Pretty much.
And you made Punk more important than your wife.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That is true.
Let's not forget about the part that you proceeded to get your ass whooped by a one-armed man. Oh. So yeah, I cashed in. Now you know what? Your elbow's gonna heal. You're gonna get clear.
So basically, it's just gonna lead to them saying they're gonna have a match. And
yes. But you know, Damian Priest made some good points. Yeah, he made some good points. Not so much the zingers were pretty good too, but the points was like, hey, didn't what's it called? Didn't Drew kind of predict that this stuff would happen to him? Like in a sense, like he's saying, why wouldn't Drew cash in on on the winner of the Seth and Drew match and stuff like that? So he kind of predicted his own situation, his own demise, which I kind of liked, that he threw that back in his face.
One thing that he also mentioned was that Drew McIntyre prevented Damian from cashing in several times. So
numerous times, I think, at least 2 times that I can recall.
Yeah, so it's his fault that he even ended up in that situation, because Damian could have been champion. He wouldn't have even had to face Seth at WrestleMania.
That was the point that he made. He said they could have had their own WrestleMania moment, right?
All right, well, let me move on from the Drew stuff. I'm going to move on to something else I was very impressed with. So, look, the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, again, I'm very impressed with their coverage of it. So they're trying to promote a match for tonight, Shayna Baszler versus Io Sky. And I think...
Okay, I'm going to go with you on this. I'm going to try to follow you on this.
Yeah, just watch their review of how they got here.
Last week, the Queen of the Ring tournament kicked off with first-round matchups from the Raw side of the bracket. The first contest was a technical clash between the one-woman Dynasty Natalya and the leader of Damage Control, Io Sky.
Those tacticians in the ring would do anything to get the crown.
Natalya's powerful mat-based style was overmatched by Io's high-speed aerial assault.
Natalya's powerful mat-based style was overpowered by Io's aerial assault. You see, this is what we wanted when AEW was saying we're going to present this as like sports-based, real wrestling, real fighting. You see, WWE is treating this pretty seriously, And they reviewed that match that would have otherwise been completely forgotten. No one would have ever fucking thought about it again, but they gave it another life. They showed some highlights from it. They showed that Io beat Natalya, and now she's here in the next round. So this is good stuff. This is very good. They're not just moving on fast-paced. They're kind of letting it breathe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-hour show. Why not have segments like this? So.
Oh, okay. My only thing to that is I agree. The video package is nice. It's good. I like it. But does anyone really care about this match? Like, is anybody going to really stick around and watch Io Sky versus... what's her face? I can't forget her name.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. So I mean, come on.
Well, look,
it's not
they have the match next. Well, okay, they do more with this match. They show up in the parking lot. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, they show up in the parking lot, and Shayna Baszler bumps into Damage Control. You see? And they have like a little fracas. So yeah, they're trying to make people excited for this match at least. You know, it's not bad. This is something. Io gets in Shayna's. Oh, Shayna pushed her in the parking lot. And then Kairi Sane is like, let's go. Like to Kairi Sane, this is all normal. She's like ready to come in and have a confrontational night.
Kairi Sane, she can't even speak one word. How do you know that's normal for her? She can't communicate. We don't know what she's thinking.
She's like, don't worry. Come on, Io. We'll figure this out.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure this out later. We'll take care of this later. But Io is a hothead. She's like the crazy girlfriend you'd have who would fucking pick fights with everybody, and you'd have to like defend her.
You'd have to get your ass kicked for her. I got it. Like that one video you sent me.
Yeah, the Karen at the football game. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, so then they jump right into it. This is the next match. Io Sky against. Like, yeah, I'm not saying this is a great match, but I'm saying this is a well-produced show, is what I'm saying.
I won't debate that. I will not debate that part of it at all. I agree that's fine. That all worked out. The video, I think the best part of it was the video package. So what does that say? I don't know. You tell me. I mean,
and then so Io comes out, and then out of nowhere, Shayna's gonna come in like she doesn't even do her ring walk, because you see, they're showing, hey, she's pissed off about what happened in the parking lot, and she was waiting for her to like fucking jump her before the match started. So yeah, okay. Yeah. In the end, Io wins. It's like not a 5-minute match. I think it's like an 8-minute match, something like that. And she wins with the top rope moonsault.
Moonsault, sure.
Okay, whatever. Good show. Good show so far. I'm just saying. And then Io. Oh, let's hear an Io promo after the match. Let's analyze her promo skills.
私がクイーンになって、そしてチャンピオンに返り咲く。
Okay. Oh, sorry, Jackie. I think.
Nice promo. That's how you do it, Vlad. That's how you do it. All right, let's move along. Let's move on.
I got nothing for you on that one.
We're in the middle of our Raw review here, by the way. People, zoom in if you want to see the video bigger in the corner. But we're moving on to Carlito. Judgment Day. He's trying to hang out with Judgment Day, and Damien's just not about it. You know, he's at this point in the show. Later in the episode, it's kind of going to change. Let me just cover the Judgment Day stuff first. Let's do all the Judgment Day stuff and then we'll move along.
Sure.
So
sure.
Early in the episode, Damien's like, "No, if you want to hang out with these guys, go ahead. I don't care." And then what happens later in the episode? They have a tag team match, right? Judgment Day do. And,
yeah, I think Finn and JD do, right?
And Carlito helps them win.
Correct.
So later on in the show, oh well, JD also fucking stood up to Braun Strowman, I guess. I forgot. This is also Judgment Day business. But in between all that, I don't know why JD went up to Braun Strowman and told him, "You got to be careful, right? Stand straight up to him." I like how JD carries himself. He thinks he's a big guy, even though he's a little scrawny guy. But I'm sorry. But let me move along. So finally, by this point, because Carlito helped them win that tag title match, or tag title...
just a tag match, right? It was just
a title shot. A tag title shot. So
that's right.
Damien finally is like, that's cool, you know. So he's softening up on this. You got any comments on this one, Vlad? On this stuff
sorry. I'm distracted. I mean, it's... I don't know. I want to say I didn't hate it, but I also don't particularly care for it. Like this is all fast forward stuff for me. Like I'm a big Damian Priest fan. I think he's ready to break out as one of their major stars or a big star in this company. But he's not going to do it with this underneath group now. This kind of more laughing stock group. I'm sorry. Like everybody's here is kind of treated like as a joke. So for the most part, I know there's some good workers here, and I know there's some good characters here potentially, but. Is this a group to be taken serious? I mean, you tell me. Is the Judgment Day still a serious group? I don't think they are.
Well, they were when Rhea was there. You know, she was. And right. Damien's the world champion, but yeah, the rest of them, I don't think Finn is that bad. Dominic has got his. The fact that they had R-Truth in there being kind of silly with them for a while made them seem a little weird, I think. But I don't know.
Yeah,
for the most part, I think they're pushing them as like a major group. They're Raw's bloodline, basically.
No, I don't see that at all. They're a mid card. They're an underneath group with one legit star right now. I mean, they usually have two. You're right. They have two, but with Rhea's injury, I think this is a perfect time for Damien to go on his own. I think that's the direction it's going to go eventually. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Is the question. But yeah, we'll see.
But we have Carlito, a guy from sort of our era back in the days when we might have been watching him in 2006.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like a disservice to the old Carlito.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's fine for what it is. It's just not. It's not something I really care about. I mean, yeah, I can't say I really care about this whole angle at all. Can't say that.
All right. Well, on a side note, real quick, Damien asked Dominic, "Is everything all right between you and Rhea?" And Dominic's like, "Yeah." But I don't know. I guess I don't know if they're foreshadowing or teasing something. But that was just a quick thing that they hit at us real quick. It didn't really get expounded on. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna move on to what I started with in the beginning of Raw was Kofi, Kingston, and Gunther walking to the ring. So you see, we're showing Gunther pacing back and forth, and again, trying to make this seem like it's an important match. It's a King of the Ring match. These guys want to win the King of the Ring, So I like them showing the intense faces, but I'm gonna skip around on this. I'm not doing this Raw in order, but I'm gonna jump to just the Kofi and Gunther stuff because I might make this like one segment on our YouTube channel, I guess. But here, an interview with Kofi in the back again. He's trying to psych himself up, trying to say he's really going to try to win this. Oh, Lillian Garcia came back for one commentary, I guess. One ring announcement.
Yeah.
Lillian.
Yes.
From our
That's
era,
cool.
the Attitude Era. The Rock.
Yeah.
Anyways, so here's Kofi. Here's Gunther. What happened here? It was just a Gunther win. I think Gunther made him tap with a Boston Crab.
It was a solid match.
Somebody won with a Boston Crab. Never seen that before, but okay.
Not since 1968. No, I don't know. Maybe somebody does win with that. You're right. It's not something you see all the time, for sure.
All right. So they show Kofi walk to the back. You see, I like this. I like them. They're showing that, the guy's like kind of sad that he lost. He tried. He's hurt. He's in pain. He bumps into Karrion Kross in the back. I guess that's going to lead to something. I don't know what. But, yeah, not too. Again, yeah, you're right. I'm not too eager to see, but it's still like I think it's good writing. So.
Is it good writing when you don't care
It's better
about...
than nothing.
Okay, but hold on, let me finish.
Before there was nothing.
I understand, but is it good writing when you don't care about 3/4 of the characters on the show? Like, I don't know if that's the writing or not. I don't know. That's debatable, but it's all right. You're right. It's something, I guess. It's hard for me to really...
I don't care about it that much, but I also don't think it's very bad. Like, at least it's not like when we watch AEW and you see them setting up like a match for Collision. Not only do you not care about it, but it's also garbage acting and garbage filming and garbage cinematography.
Yes,
but anyways,
it's all true. Absolutely.
I'm praising WWE over AEW today is what I'm saying. So,
which is fair, and you should.
What happened with Gunther later? Gunther was walking to the back with Ludwig Kaiser, and the interviewer was trying to get a word with him, but he's too tired, and Ludwig Kaiser is going to be the deflection. And this was another thing that I thought. She interviewed him. This girl, I don't know what her name is, but she asked Ludwig Kaiser some good questions.
Caitlin something.
You see, she's going to ask him about how Gunther has had troubles with some of the people left in this tournament, that he's lost to Ilya in NXT. You see, they mention that in history. They don't like ignore it like the Vince McMahon era. The fact that he had to cheat to beat Jey Uso. So, you know, some hard-hitting, realistic questions like, hey, you know, what's going on with
Yeah.
Gunther? So, and then Ludwig Kaiser gets mad at him, plays up Gunther, tells him, you know, do you know who you're talking about? So anyways, again, another positive. I think this was good in terms of treating the wrestling like it's realistic
Okay.
and important.
That's a fair point. Okay, I won't argue with that. I agree. That's a good, very good point, Kevin. That's
All right.
true.
I'm going to move on to Chad Gable. He's a heel now, and he's talking crap to his
Yeah, yeah.
Alpha Academy members.
This I did like. Yeah.
Talking down to them, demeaning them, saying they need to get back to practice. They're pathetic. And who was it? Is that Nyla? No, that's not Nyla Rose. Ivy Nile. Sorry, she comes and tells
Yeah.
Maxine Dupree that, you know, she's being abused by Chad Gable, and then Chad Gable comes in and tells him, you know, breaks it up. You're liking this new Chad Gable, the new Chad
yes,
Gable?
very, very much so. He's doing great work. Finally, not being treated as a goof and as an actual wrestler, a great heel character, being like a total, like a total prick. But it works. It's working so far.
All right. Well, he's has a couple of matches with his guys. Tozawa he sent out to fight Bronson Reed, and
Yeah, that was
Tozawa
good work.
lost. Yeah, and he berated Bronson Reed or Tozawa after the match. Excuse me. And then again later in the night, he sent Otis to fight against Sami Zayn, right? To soften him up. And then obviously Otis lost this one too. I skipped a lot of it, but you know, he tried. But anyways, again, Chad Gable's gonna come in to berate Otis, and Sami Zayn actually comes back to defend him and knocks him unconscious, and then Otis drags Chad Gable out of danger, out of harm's way, and then Chad Gable thought that it was Otis that hit him, and he smacks Otis.
Wait, he thought he hit him? Why did he think he hit him?
He thought, I don't know, he just was unconscious for a second, so when he woke up, he was like, "Why?" He thought that Otis did this to him.
I don't think he did thought that.
Okay, maybe he just thought, hey, you failed again.
You didn't protect me. Yeah, something like that,
okay. Well, it could be that too.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's all I got for the new Chad Gable for the day.
That was great. That was probably some of my favorite stuff actually on that specific show. I liked it. It was great character development.
All right, well, I'm moving on to Braun Breaker. He's we had a segment with him last week where we talked about the segment where he asked Adam Pearce why he wasn't in the King of the Ring, and that got us a lot of views on YouTube. That one segment got like almost 500 views or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So Braun Breaker is he's gonna come back out right here, and there he is on the video for who you guys are watching on YouTube. But yeah, he says he should have been in the King of the Ring, that he would have, wiped the floor with everybody, basically. I forgot what he said exactly, but anyways, that's all we got of Braun Breaker again for this episode.
So nothing really said about what he's going to be doing, who he's going to be fighting or competing. Yeah, it's weird. They're really not rushing into any type of program with him or for him yet. I guess to be determined. Yeah.
No, but he is being mentioned at least, I guess.
Okay.
Slow storytelling, but yes.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Adam Pearce said he was protecting him, that he didn't want him to be in that King of the Ring because, he wasn't ready maybe, or, it's true, maybe they couldn't find a way for him to lose clean or lose somehow, or I don't know.
Well, you could have made him win, of course.
Yeah, well, he would have bumped into some people like Gunther or Jey Uso. It'd be hard to book that. But
True.
anyways,
well, that's fair.
Let's mention another Queen of the Ring match: Zoe against Lyra Valkyria. Another video package they had, but
bro, come on.
I'm not gonna watch this one. I'm just glossing over it.
Thank you.
I'm glossing over what was on Raw. We're doing a Raw review here.
Is that what
This is a review of Raw. Yes, Lyra Valkyria. She wins this. I guess they sent Zoe out there to job, right? To
That's what
Lyra.
it looked like. I mean, that's surely what it looked like.
Yes. All right. So Lyra, I guess, cuts a promo after the match. All right. Whatever. Let's move along from there. Let's move on to Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov, which was the main event of the evening. They had Jey Uso cut a promo earlier in the day, which I don't really want to listen to or talk about because he's just tough for me to listen to. I don't like his style of talking right now. The stop and go and get the crowd involved. Instead of saying what, they say yeet. But okay.
Yeah, I am with you. I'm not a huge fan of that either. Yeah, okay. Yes, I just say agree.
Well, Ilya also got a backstage interview. Again, going along with these are important King of the Ring matches that they're getting comments from before them. And Dragunov mentioned how Gunther's on the other side and that they could bump into each other if that happened. And actually, funny thing, he did end up
pop up, right? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he came in behind him to just like stare him down, right?
Yes, there it is. There's the imagery of the rematch that is inevitably going to take place on WWE television someday. Should be the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE title, really. But okay,
maybe one day.
So here's Jey Uso. And hold on one second. I got my
stuff messed up.
I got my bookmarks a little messed up. I'm jumping all around Raw. Well, they also jumped around too. They jumped around a lot. Like during ring walk entrances, they would go to the back and have promos. You know, people were just waiting in the ring. Anyways, here's the end of Jey and Ilya, the match. I found it. So, well, there's Jey Uso bleeding out his earring somehow, or something happened. I don't know what happened there, but
why even have an earring in your? Okay, but anyways,
Jey Uso kicked out of Ilya's finishing move. Interesting main event and interestingly booked. I guess I'll get your comments on it because Jey Uso just happens to win with a spear and a frog splash, I guess. So
yes.
Were you expecting that, or were you surprised by that?
Yeah. No, I wasn't surprised. I mean, they've been pushing Jey Uso. I'm just not. I think he's a. I don't see, like, I think I've said that before. I don't see him as a main eventer. I see him as a mid-card, either a tag. He could be a single, I guess. That's fine too, but not in that echelon of a Gunther, a Cody, a Roman, whatever. I just don't see him in that, which is fine. Not everybody can be a main eventer. You need guys that are just good mid-card guys too sometimes. Not everybody can be the world champion. You know, it's just impossible with all these guys on the roster, all these good guys. I mean, so I just don't see him in that.
But he's main event Jey Uso. That's his fucking name.
Who gave him that name? He gave himself that name. You know? So while I see that, I'm not a big fan of him. I know they're pushing him, so I wasn't surprised that he won. I wish he didn't beat Ilya clean like that, but it's, you know, it is what it is, and yes, it's to be expected.
Yeah, they could have had some kind of out for Ilya. Maybe someone could have come in and started a new feud with him or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that leads to the announcement of Jey Uso versus Gunther for the semifinals to get to the final. And Gunther does come out and stare him down to end the show. And that's how the show ended. So, one last thing I'll mention about Raw, I guess. I didn't know this. I just learned it on this show, but I guess they announced that WrestleMania Las Vegas for 2025.
Ooh, they figured it out. They got to not go back to those cold areas. Let's go to somewhere warm. Let's go to Vegas.
Yeah, and they're going to do that Double or Nothing theme, so they're going to steal from AEW here, but okay. I'm kidding. I'm joking, but anyways, so that'll conclude our review.
You know some AEW guy is saying that they're stealing from them again.
That'll conclude my review of Raw. I think Raw was the best show from this week that I saw.
Interesting. Okay.
So what we'll do.
That's fair.